Recently, I was drinking an iced tea in a styrofoam cup. Printed on that cup was this, quote, "An average weight paper cup generates 148% more solid waste by weight than a comparable foam cup," end quote. Now, joining me to explain that statement, Stephen Lerner from the Styrofoam Lobby, I guess?
Thanks for having me. Actually, technically, it's polystyrene. Styrofoam has been trademarked by the Dow Chemical Company, and you do not want to get on the wrong side of those lawyers.
Why?
Well, put it this way. If you happen to graduate from college with a degree in fingernail pulling, Dow Chemical, they have a desk waiting for you when you get there.
Okay. All right. So I see this cup, and it's essentially saying that it's bragging that paper cups are heavier. They take up 148% more space than a styrofoam cup.
That's really true, Brian. I mean, think about it. Paper is bulky and heavy. I mean, it's hard. I mean, think about it. It's like trying to drink out of an iron lung. Polystyrene is breezy and light. It's a lifestyle cup.
Okay, but I'm going to be honest, because my first impression was that was absolute BS, and they're just trying to make styrofoam seem better than paper. I mean, paper's slightly heavier maybe, but it's natural, and it's eventually going to decompose.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Brian. Paper, it just falls apart.
Well, I mean, is that not a good thing?
Well, what if a mouse wanted to move into it?
Really? Is that your argument?
It's an argument. It's flimsy and worthless like paper, and it has fallen apart.
All right. Tell me which one of these cups will be around in 100 years.
Polystyrene, Brian. Built to last.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So what if this is a little bit heavier? At least it's going to have much less impact because it doesn't last forever.
Brian, which is just what a mouse wants to hear when it's trying to choose a cup to move into to breed. I mean, think about it.
It's trash that doesn't go away.
Brian, my ex-wife doesn't go away either. And we're not calling her trash.
I think you just did.
Ugh, that's no good. Her lawyers are worse than those Dow Chemical guys. I'm really in trouble. Is there a red dot on my chest? Either way, Brian, I mean, think about it. Polystyrene does go away.
It does go away?
Yeah, of course, Brian. Think about it. I mean, our sun has maybe 4 billion years left in it. As soon as it cools, it will expand and consume this planet, including this cup. And you and I are going to look back on this conversation and think, what were we fighting about?
So a supernova is the answer to the problem.
I wouldn't call it so super if I was the mouse living in this cup with his wife and his kids, thinking about how he's going to make a life for those babies. Either way, okay, you're forgetting that polystyrene can be recycled.
Oh, okay, so there are facilities that can recycle polystyrene.
There are. I wouldn't start one of those things. It's prohibitively expensive and just not feasible to do, but that'd be great.
Stephen, the EPA said that the polystyrene manufacturing process is the 5th largest producer of hazardous waste in the United States.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up. That number 5 haunts us, and I'd like to take this opportunity to say to the number 4 people, the irradiated feces industry. Look out, okay? Styrofoam's got your number. We're going to be number 4 in 2015, or I'll eat my hat.
Wait, I mean, you're saying, so making things worse, you're okay with that? That's okay?
Is it okay to create jobs, Brian? I mean, think about it. You have your workers designing cool cups. They're creating the chemicals that become the cups. Workers who put the hazardous chemical byproducts into a barrel. Workers who then drive those hazardous chemical byproduct barrels somewhere. Workers who dump out the barrels into some sort of shady dumping ground. Joggers who wander by the dumping grounds. A disturbed drifter who strangles those joggers. A small-town attorney who, against his better judgment, agrees to defend the drifter. The drifter's buxom sister who holds the key to the entire case. A key that the mayor will stop at nothing to hide. Jobs.
Okay. So what you're saying in your heart of hearts is that you truly believe that the styrofoam cup is better than the paper cup.
Not only do I believe that, Brian, but right here, I will swear to it on the life of my wife and kids.
Okay. I'm going to take you up on that. So why don't you raise your right hand?
Okay. I kind of wish it hadn't gotten to this point. I should say to you that my wife and kids have died. Last week I swore to that same thing on Anderson Cooper, and it's a literal process that I was tampering in God's domain, and I shouldn't have. Egg on my face, that's fine. Like paper, they just didn't last.